What's going on there, everybody? I'm your dog father. I'm the dog coach, here to kick free game to y'all, and give y'all the best lifestyle advice to make you and your dog's relationship better. Today we have a good one. Today's topic is recall and the honest truth about recall. Here's the thing. So I'm on the internet and I'm on social media, and I'm seeing all these internet social media dog trainers giving y'all 5-second tips on recall and what recall is. So here goes this dog trainer sitting at the dog park with a clicker, empty dog park with a clicker, clicking all morning with a treat, talking about some. Nah, that's dog training. That's dog recall. You see how the dog came back for the treat? Yes, that's what you need to do. That's why you need to pay me $2,000. No, man, that's not recall, dog. That's not what y'all mean when y'all say y'all want someone to teach y'all recall. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. So what is recall? Recall is the ability to call your dog back regardless of the circumstance, regardless of what's going on outside. And you're basically asking the dog to choose you over everything. What people don't understand is there's different levels to recall. When you first introduce the command here to a puppy, it's different than when you introduce here as an adult. As an adult, dogs are exposed to newer environments and places. So the word here becomes more powerful because they'll be introduced to newer distractions. So why is recall important? Recall is important because it can save your dog's life. And it can stop you from getting a lawsuit. It can stop a dog fight from happening. It can stop you from paying money for a vet bill. It can keep your dog out of danger. Recall is important because you want to be able to call your dog back to you regardless of what's going on. And this is probably one of the most hardest commands to teach a dog. One of the most challenging things to teach a dog is to tell a dog, look, man, I don't care what's going on outside. When I call you, you come here. When outside is basically Chuck E. Cheese for a dog. And unfortunately, a lot of y'all are not that entertaining. Yeah, a lot of y'all are not that interesting. And your dog knows that. That's why y'all dogs choosing everything else. And you're trying to buy the dog with either a treat or a toy. So you're telling the dog, hey, if you come back here, it's going to be positive. I'll give you a treat. I'll show you lots of love. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to create this positive reinforcement to help the dog make the decision to choose to come back to you. And if you don't be positive and you be negative, or if the dog doesn't come back when you call it the first time and you start yelling or smacking the dog around, that dog is never going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So recall is very tricky. But, you know, and here's the truth. The truth about recall is this. It's not 100%. And you shouldn't put your trust in it. I know, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. I just told you that recall is not 100% and you shouldn't put your trust in it. Especially if you have an AGNB dog. Y'all know what AGNB stand for? All gas, no brakes. AGNB, I know I just made up that term, but it stands for all gas, no brakes. And these are your crash out dummies of the dog breeds. These dogs, at first, think later. So as soon as you let them off the leash, they're holding up that do sign and they out of there. And they're chasing. Inherently, these dogs were built to perform a task, to go ahead and hunt and chase down. So they weren't made to have a stoppage. Dogs like the American Pit Bull Terrier, Dogo Argentina, the Greyhound, these were dogs that were just built to just go and think later. So this is why I told you guys the importance of doing your breed type, or learning your breeds before you get a dog. Yeah, that's right. I made a whole YouTube about breed type and the importance of learning how to fulfill that lifestyle for that dog. Y'all need to go back and watch that YouTube. Dogs like this could be a little bit harder to teach or challenging to teach recall. This is why you don't see trainers own these dogs. Yeah, go ahead and call this pit bull back or recall it back if you want to. It's about to hit that thing like a linebacker. Dogs that are all gas, no brakes are dogs that have high prey drive. They're independent. These dogs have high energy, and they were bred to perform, to complete a task. So an AGNB dog is different than other breeds of dogs. So other breeds of dogs, let's say like a Doberman. Doberman can run off on you, But 9 times out of 10, the Doberman is just running to make its presence known. A lot of dogs, when they run off to something, they're just trying to make their presence known. So if they see a person that they unfamiliar with, they might run off and start barking to scare the person. Or if they see an animal, their job is to run towards that animal and bark as loud as they can to scare the animal away from the sheep and herds. That's what they were bred to do. Those are not AGMB dogs. AGMB dogs are dogs that are all gas, no brakes, and they're not running up on you to scare you. They're running up on you to run through you. And the thing about an AGMB dog is an AGMB dog does not give a damn about a clicker. Click, click, click. An AGMB dog don't give a damn about a whistle. An AGMB dog don't give a damn about a command. Once it sees something, it's gone. Adios. So the honest truth about this is there's two things that you're going to need for recall with these kind of dogs. One, an e-collar. Two, controlled environments. So I know your dog trainers are coming out here talking about some, look at these German Shepherds, look at these Cane Corsos, they're coming back. Man, those are not AGMB dogs. You have certain breeds of dogs who want to work in close range with humans. That's why a lot of trainers use shepherd dogs, Malinois. That's why the police force use these dogs. Dogs like pit bulls, the terrier, the bloodhound, or what's the other dog? The Weimer, the Whippet dog. These dogs are more independent thinkers. They are the CEOs of the dog breeds. The pit bulls are bosses. They're not employees, they're bosses. The Malinois, the German Shepherds, all these other dogs, the Doberman, these are employees. They like to work for you. That's why everybody uses them. That's why all the trainers use these kind of dogs. Because they will work for you. They want to. When you got an independent, strong thinking, confident dog, that's AGMB, all gas, no brakes, they don't care about that clicker or no treats. They're going to do whatever they were designed to do, which is complete that task. So if you're in the woods with a pit bull and they see a boar and you think this clicker is going to get this pit bull to not attack that boar, you done lost your mind. Go ahead and get that e-collar. Or better yet, provide a controlled environment. So what I like to do with my dogs is I don't take my dogs to dog parks. I don't take my dogs to no public parks. If I could find a located area, an isolated area, where it's just a lot of grass and no dogs, I don't know how, but I'll be finding them. That's where I let my dogs run free at. I let my dogs play with each other in these spots. Or in my backyard, I let my dogs play back there. I'm controlling the environment. If I ever go around a place where there's dogs or other people at, I'm putting a leash on my dog. Simple as that. Because I'm not going to take the chance or the risk, even if I go pay a trainer $2,000 to train my dog recall. I'm not going to take the chance of putting my life in this dog's hands. Because once this dog sees something and attacks, I'm the one who got to stand in front of a judge. See what I'm saying? The dog can't understand the level of severity of consequence that I'm going to face. Your dog is not going to understand it. No matter how much you beat it, no matter how much you scream at the dog, they will never understand the severity of their actions onto you. They understand that you will be mad at them, but they don't understand what you're going to have to go through. So I'm saying, why take the chance? Why take the risk? Okay, it's cool that these dog trainers are saying they don't need to use an e-collar or they could go anywhere. That's cool. That's nice. But even still, why take the risk? It's not worthwhile. It's not worth it. See what I'm saying? It's just, especially if you have these dogs who, especially something like recall, where it's kind of like, it's not 100% proof. And just because they're showing a 5-second clip of it, don't mean it's going to work all the time. So my opinion is, or my advice as your dog coach, as a dog father, is tool, controlled environment. That's it. I don't see no other way around it. And I'm speaking from a personal experience. Because let me tell y'all something. I know y'all got these poodles and whatnot, and they be acting bad and they be running off on y'all. But that's not the same as an AGB dog, all gas, no brake dog, running off on your ass. So let's say a poodle runs in the middle of the street to go greet another dog, takes off. Your heart gonna start racing. But let's say my AGB dog takes off across the street to greet another dog. I'm gonna have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Your heart gonna be racing. I'm gonna have a heart attack because I know if this dog is running full speed across the street, it's not coming over there just to stop. It's coming over there to run through that dog or run through that object or whatever's out there. So why would I take the risk, even if I train recall? And the only way I could train recall, especially with dogs like that, is if I put those dogs in danger. Because you have to train the environment that they're going to be in order to train that command. I just don't think that it's worth it. Even if you're a professional, even if you're the dog whisperer, I wouldn't take the chance. Not my life. Not my bank account. See what I'm saying? I don't think it's worth it. And I'm speaking from actually going through this. So I'm going to tell y'all a story real quick. Hold on. So quick story. So I owned this dog named Buddha. He was a ripped up all blue American bully. Very pretty dog. I decided to spend more one-on-one time with him. I wanted to incorporate more training, more team bonding. I wanted, us to bond better. So we was outside one day in an isolated area, or what I consider isolated. It was around a lake area, and where this lake was at, there was backyards, but they all were gated. They all were fenced in. So we're back there and we're training. So me and Buddha out there, we're training. I'm training him to wait, come here, lay down, all that good stuff. One of the neighbors decided to let their dogs out. They let their dog out, and the dog comes and it hits the fence. Boom. And starts barking. So I look at Buddha. I said, Buddha, you wait. Sit your ass down. Wait. So Buddha look. Now Buddha's off the leash. Because this is an area where there's no other dogs at. It's just got fences. So some have wooden fence, some had gated fences. And so having was right where a gated fence was at. So Buddha look at the dog while the dog barking. And Buddha looked like he wanted to jump. I told him to wait. And I went to go get the leash. I bent down to get the leash. Buddha took off. Buddha took off and hit the gate. Bam! Buddha hit the gate, and now him and the dog are running back and forth. Running back and forth along the gate. They're running back and forth, barking at each other. The owner comes out, and he's not tripping. The owner's straight. Like, he cool dude. And I'm trying to call Buddha because now I'm trying to move further down the lake to more private sections so we don't have any more distractions. So I go get the caller. I start calling Buddha. Buddha, let's go. I go and I run over to go get Buddha. And Buddha started to come over. And then the dog kept barking at Buddha. And then Buddha got at the end of the gate. The dog barked one more time at Buddha. Oof! The dog barked. Buddha turned around, look at that dog, and grabbed the motherfucker. Grabbed the dog through the fence. I said, oh, shit. Damn it. Buddha grabbed the dog through the fence and started yanking that dog up. Had him by the ear, yanking the dog. And then my heart dropped. My heart dropped because I knew I was going to jail. I knew I was going to get sued. I knew I was going to have to pay vet bills. I knew Buddha was going to get put down. You know what I'm saying? I had to appear in front. I'm assuming I got to appear in front of a judge, and we all know how that go. I'm black. So, so I'm like, bro, it's over with. And so Buddha has his dog behind the gate, and he got him. He got him good, too. Got him by the ear. See, that's why my dog's ears are cropped. It was a bull breed dog, so got him by the ear, yanking him. So the owner comes over. He's trying to pull his dog. I'm doing everything. I'm slapping Buddha. I'm beating Buddha up. I'm punching him. Bam, bam, bam. Buddha's not letting go. I'm trying to open up his jaws. Don't do that. I'm just panicking right now because I'm like, yo, this dog really got my dog. He really got the dog through the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really got him. So the dog hollering and screaming. So the owner says calmly, he says, hey, bro, how about you do this? How about you stick your thumb in the dog's booty hole? Hey, when he said that, even Buddha looked up at me and said, Don't you ever. So I looked at him. I say, look, bro, before I do any crazy Game of Thrones freaky dicky stuff like that, your dog ears just coming home with me before you send me home with a stink thumb. Hell no. So, you know, when he said that, I didn't say nothing. That gave me enough motivation to go ahead and just grab Buddha by the throat and start yanking her. And just started yanking her. I started choking her. So, you know, Buddha finally tapped out. He couldn't breathe. See, that's what you want to do. If you want to stop a dog from biting, you want to somehow close their airwaves. They can't bite and breathe. They can't. If they're not breathing, they can't bite. So when you see them on the spring pole, they say, because they're sucking in air from their mouth. But the minute you stop or close one of their airwaves or air holes, they have to release, or have a brake stick. So I eventually got Buddha off. So I'm telling y'all that, and then the dude was cool. I never got sued, never went to the vet. Luckily, Buddha didn't have no bite to him. You know, certain breeds, just because they're aggressive don't mean they can actually cause damage like that. So there was no real ear damage to the dog. He wasn't bleeding. Thank God Buddha had a horrible bite. So the main point to the story is you don't want to take chances with no dogs. Although Buddha wasn't trained all the way, if someone were to tell me to put an e-collar on him, I probably would. So I'm saying, even to this day, why take the risk? Just to brag to say I got full control over my dog. Listen, I'm not DMX. I don't sit around and say I put my trust in. I put trust more in dogs than people. Dog, you heard me, dog. You heard me. Yeah. I trust the dog more than people. I don't say that crazy ish. I don't trust people. I don't trust dogs. I don't trust nobody. Hey, I'm a better owner than I was then. I know how to, what the proper thing to do. The proper thing to do was to put an e-collar on Buddha. Even if we trained recall, and even if we trained recall 100 times, and he did it good 100 times, I'm still putting the e-collar on him. Because why take the risk? You see what I'm saying? That could have easily been a fine for me. That could have easily been Buddha put down. And guess what? Buddha not no AGMB dog. That wasn't no all gas, no brakes. He was an American bully. You know what I'm saying? He was just asserting dominance. That wasn't no, I wanted to kill that dog. He just, like any other dog, was just trying to showboat. Now, if it was one of my other dogs, one of my pit bulls, that would have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a real problem. So thank God he was an American bully. He just wanted to be a bully. He just wanted to bully something. That's it. So my main point is, why take the risk? I don't care if we trained 1,000 times a day. Put the e-collar on the dog. See what I'm saying? Or put the dog in I should have put the dog in a more controlled environment. A more controlled environment is a place where there's no backyards. Just us in the open. I could have found another place. There was other places out there for me to go to where there was nobody else out there. So that's the main key. The main key to these situations is e-collar and have a controlled environment. You don't want to take the chance because the risk is too great. The bragging right of saying I'm the dog whisperer, I could get my dog to come back, is totally controlled. It's not worth it, man. Get the right tools. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's an animal. So at the end of the day, I'm at fault regardless of what happens. I'm at fault. So I want to think ahead. I want to think ahead of this dog. I don't want to think this dog knows what I'm talking about. This dog doesn't know the severity of its actions. It knows that I'm going to punish it. That's what the dog knows. But it doesn't know that I'm going to get punished. The dog don't know nothing about a fine, a $10,000 fine. The dog doesn't know nothing about having to take him into animal control and put him down. He don't know nothing about that. So why would I assume that just because I did hours of recalling with a clicker, click, 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 that when the opportunity presents itself, my dog's not going to choose that. I'm not going to take the risk. Put the e-collar on that dog.